What's going on, guys? Welcome to another video. This is your boy NarikChase, and in this video, I'm going to be reviewing Dragon Ball Z Cooler's Revenge. Set after the events of Frieza on Namek, Goku and his friends are at peace on Earth, just living their life. Next thing you know, Cooler pops up, who is Frieza's brother, wanting revenge for Goku beating Frieza and bringing disgrace to the family name. This is one of my favorite Dragon Ball Z films, and for a lot of good reasons. However, it's not to say that this film doesn't have its share of problems. Now, the whole revenge story is actually pretty cool. Pretty cool seeing a bad guy have some type of understandable motivation beyond just being bad and destroying everything. If you watch Dragon Ball Z, you like the characters. They are freaking awesome. Goku and friends. The Z Fighters are at their best in this film. As one of the biggest problems I did have with this film is, despite the fact it takes place after the Namek arc, after they beat Frieza, Vegeta, Tien, Yamcha, like none of the other Z Fighters are pretty much there. Which they really extended this story to the rest of the cast of characters. That way we could have had better dynamics and more diverse fighting. Let's talk about the bad guys. The bad guys are actually freaking sweet. My favorite, of course, is Cooler, who is Frieza's older brother. If you liked Frieza, you'll definitely like Cooler. He has a lot of great edge to him. He has some great moments as well. I like the rivalry he instantly has with Goku. Even his henchmen are actually pretty cool. Salza, Knees, and Dore. I liked Salza and Knees. Dore, not so much. He was an alright character, but he really didn't stand out. Knees is probably the best one. He's definitely got a lot of great personality to him. He's very outspoken, and he has this weird ability to where he can tuck his head into his body and then bring it back out when he wants to. He's pretty cool. The soundtrack, of course, is freaking awesome in these movies. Awesome. Does a fantastic job of just bringing a lot of great edge to the film. The action sequences are pretty badass. I love the fights. Again, I would have liked to see more of the characters, more of the Z Fighters be included in this. It could have made for more diverse fighting. Kind of get to some of the negatives that I had with this film. The story is a little bit too straightforward. Yes, Cooler is come to Earth for revenge, but the film doesn't go beyond just that. There isn't no grand plan behind it. There isn't no, okay, I'm going to destroy this planet, because if that's the case, then he could have just literally just destroyed the planet from space and then kept it pushing. No other thing that's going on. The way they could have introduced the other characters is if Cooler goes to challenge Goku, and then Cooler's henchmen, the army of men that he has with him, whatever, or laying siege in different areas of the planet, where the Z Fighters could have spread out and fought those different battles. It would have been a great seeing all these characters that we know and love actually doing their part to try to save the planet. So I will say that the story is kind of flat. Yes, it's a good story because you have a good motivation for the villain, but at the same time, it's kind of flat because there's nothing to it really. Another thing that bothered me about this film is, okay, Cooler is actually out for revenge for the defeat of his brother, but you don't know anything about their relationship enough to care. So it's like, okay, why do you feel so strongly for avenging Frieza's death when we don't even know how y'all relationship actually was? Yes, we do get a line where he's like, well, my brother's cocky, and eventually I would have killed him anyway. But it's like, okay, we could have seen some kind of flashback, some kind of backstory about how you two were growing up, where you came from, how y'all relationship was. Was it good? Did it deteriorate? Was it always this rivalry between you two? I think the film would have benefited a little bit more and gave Cooler a bit more to his character if they did some flashbacks on that. If they did show us how these two not trained, but how these two were raised. Also, there isn't any exposition enough on a henchman as well as to why they follow Cooler. You know, why are they loyal to him? So I would have liked a little bit more with that as well. The whole planetary trade system, all of that could have been expounded upon. Also, this probably could have been a really good film, origin film for the character of Frieza through the introduction of his brother. And like I said, there's a lot that this film could have did better. It could have explored really good themes such as honor, perhaps obligation to one's family, the rivalry between siblings, the relationship between siblings. In the end, Dragon Ball Z, Cooler's Revenge is actually a good movie. It's decent. But the worst thing about the film is kind of the writing, is because the film doesn't do enough to flesh out its characters, it flesh out the story. But there's a lot to like about this film as well. There are some great characters. Not only are the Z Fighters just doing their thing, you also got some pretty memorable villains as well. The action is fast paced, it's pretty badass. The whole fight between Goku and Cooler is awesome. This new age stuff is the best. Like, no, this animation style looks really good as well. Soundtrack's great. I have to say, Dragon Ball Z Cooler's Revenge definitely deserves a 3 out of 5. If there was a little bit more layers to it, I would have easily bumped this up to a 4. Still one of my favorites. So guys, in the comment section below, let me know, what are your thoughts about Dragon Ball Z Cooler's Revenge? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Did you agree with my points? Do you like Cooler or do you like Frieza more? Be sure to hit that like, share, subscribe, and the notification button to get the best of what's going on this channel. And we'll catch you guys later.